No,
Yeah, they changed it all.
So, you don't have weekends off anymore? No, Friday and Saturday. Because they fired somebody, so my boss has to change the schedule.
Yes, ma'am.
Yeah, I gotta go look at the backyard. No. Okay, so I get a call today from my
Smurf.
talk to me. And so Miss Aggie and I were out over to his house to watch a video of what happened in that house. So, you know, your husband's having
Smurf. Come here. Hey, Natalia, let me lock them in here. Come on. Thank you, man. I just want to stop
I'm
them
on
from
vacation right now, so I can't open all you were having for all of your money issues or whatever. I'm like, don't worry about it. Read out this time and then
I haven't taken, I have a whole box of Nurtec that I haven't taken since December. Right, since December. So I haven't taken that medication and I don't need it. Right. But we didn't discuss you fucking refilling it every time you're taking it.
Yeah, I told you that.
No.
Yes, I did. Tommy is doing this and Karen is also doing that conversation.
Okay, but no. No. I'm sorry, but no. I disagree.
Okay. I mean,
Agree
we
to
can all
disagree.
agree to disagree. Like, I looked for you today on Facebook. Well, not yet today.
Well,
Saturday,
I
because I've seen you guys cruising the coast.
But I got a message from your husband to leave you, pardon my language, you really shouldn't be here for this conversation.
But she was there watching the video with me at my
Okay,
house.
but this has nothing to do with that.
No.
I was given a message from your husband to leave you the fuck alone. Told me to leave you the fuck alone, that I'm fucking needy. If you really want me to say this in front of her.
Yeah.
that
Calm
I'm
down a little
fucking
bit, my love.
needy.
You don't have to cuss
Well,
about it.
It upsets me, okay?
Well, leave the
So
cuss
I
words
just
out.
asked-
Just leave the cuss words out.
Okay, so where did the message come from? Because I mean,
From
I
him
can
directly.
over.
This was a couple weeks ago. A couple weeks ago?
Last week, man. Hey, look, so listen.
Well, we're gonna have Brent come over. No, we're all friends. We're all friends.
But, hey,
And we need Brent to come over so that we can get this all straight.
hey, look, hold up,
He's
man.
made comments about
Okay,
when
but
he
hold
helped
up.
us with the food,
Stop.
about
Okay,
paying
but hold
you
up, hold up,
back.
stop. Hold on, I gotta stop. I gotta stop. Just for one second.
You don't have to pay me back.
Please, please. Can I just say one thing? Brent can't come over here.
Why? We're
Hey,
not.
look, 'cause your husband tried to beat me up last week over there at Kenny Joy.
This is news to me.
Hey, look. And like I said, I love you. And we're cool. But I don't trust your husband. And I'm not trying to say that in a negative way. I hope you don't feel that way.
But no, I
But-
want to hear
but-
Brent say, like I
but
said, we're
listen.
friends.
So listen.
Or at least I thought we were.
Okay, so hold on.
And you and I have always said whatever happens
Okay, hold on.
between these two idiots, I
Okay, so listen.
Of course.
Okay, so
And I felt
just
the
please
same way.
please hear this thought. Please, just one second. I'm not going and I'm
So all, no.
Okay, I'll
So
just
all
say
of
something.
this is stemming
No.
because we've had this
No.
conversation. All of this is
No,
stemming from
no,
that.
this
No.
has nothing to do
No.
with the medication. This is why I took you off my Facebook.
Right.
I mentioned my Facebook.
Because
This is why I took you completely off my
so
Facebook.
I've been having trouble putting my wife's new motor in because I'm not a mechanic. Right? So Brett, and I understand that it's very boisterous. You would agree. So he's been coming over here talking about how he was going to, do a drive-through motor swap over the weekend, and he's been shining on me over here. You feel me?
And I'm not here
So
for any of
listen.
this. I can
Right.
care less what they
So he's
do.
shining on
Correct.
me. So then I'm over there talking to Kenny about it, and the only thing we're talking about, hear me out, is how I feel like this truck needed to have O2 sensors put on.
Come here, Pop.
That's all I said.
Come here.
We replaced all those.
Okay, I know, and he was having trouble. So, hey, look, and I'm still feel for the guy, because he's having trouble getting his truck fixed. I understand the pain he's going through. So listen, I wasn't even trying to say anything negative, Nicole. Listen, but he heard that on the security camera. So he called me on my phone, and I went over there, and he was about to beat me up at Kenny's house. And he told me at that point that
In front of
that-
Kenny.
in front of Kenny Miller, that me and my wife need to stay the fuck away from you because we are needy. And you are tired of us needing from you all the time and him all the time. And that the best thing that we can do at that point is that we can keep our need
But
together.
he's been over here to your house
And look, and you can ask my wife, I've been scared to death. Because I don't know. Hey, look, I love you to death, man, but I know I can't fight that man.
He's been over here multiple times.
Hey, look.
And then all of a sudden,
And no, it is
you
not.
guys
No,
are just like,
no.
fuck y'all, don't talk to Nicole, have no idea what's going on.
No. It's not like that, Nicole.
It
That's-
is. That's exactly what it's
But
like.
when he said that, as soon as he said that to me, I called my wife and said, this is what just happened. Because at that point, I was sitting on the front porch scared to death. I'm not gonna fight your husband.
You know what? It doesn't even matter. I don't even care about that stuff right now because that's
Right.
what we're doing, friends.
Right.
This is
But-
me and Crystal. Because me and
But
Crystal
I
are
was
friends.
told to stay, to leave you the fuck alone.
Right.
I was told to leave
He
you
can't speak for
alone.
me. He cannot speak for me.
Well, Nicole, when he's yelling at my husband and saying that, and when he's talking about the food, that we haven't even paid you back for the fucking food.
You and I talked about food. I don't give a fuck about food.
Okay, but it's coming from your husband, Nicole.
I don't know what he has. That has nothing to do with it.
And I thought the same thing.
For hours. And,
Did you, Daddy,
in a
did you?
week, we talked on the phone.
And I
on
thought
that
the
work.
same thing.
We're friends. And
Yes.
You didn't have money, and I was like, look, you
The
know,
last
this
thing
is
we had
what
talked,
do.
the last thing we were texting about was my back was hurting me.
Right.
And it was right after my back was hurting me.
Oh, no,
It
it's
was when
bad.
all this shit happened
I
with,
think,
with them. And I'm like,
Remember him?
oh my God, like what
My
the
God.
fuck?
So I figured out your code page, we're gonna leave it at that. Whatever I sign for your Thursday, I'll give you all the boxes, to have all of them. As a matter of fact, I'll first it off with your insurance, and then I can either, like, I'm not even worried about the money, I'm not even worried about the sales. Like, I was doing that to help you out. You don't take it for the problem. Like, I was doing it to help you out.
Okay,
So
but
because
you
I
didn't tell me.
you.
We can agree to disagree that you did not tell me that, Nicole. I didn't know any of that was going on until he went to go pick up my fucking medication and was like, why? Because I told him it should only be like $15, and he questioned why it was $38, and that's what started the whole fucking thing.
Every time I brought your medicine home, the Nurtec label was on there to show you that I printed out. I never even charged your card for it.
I don't pay attention to that shit, Nicole. I open up the fucking bags and I put it in my fucking pill
Take
bag.
your medicine. I understand that.
I don't pay attention to any of that. Like, anytime, I always say, like, put it on my card, or I'll call you with my credit card, you have my credit card on file.
Like, no, then the charge.
Okay, and I'm cool with that conversation. But the question is, where's the Nurtec going?
It's not going anywhere.
So you keep it.
No, we don't order it at all.
But it's been ordered over 10
Like, 6
times.
times.
No.
Yes, it has. I have it as 6 times, 4.
Okay, and the 4 times that it was ordered, she got it?
No.
Then where
She
did,
wasn't taking it.
right, so it,
I freed out her copay.
right,
That is the only way that I could help her financially because she was having issues.
by ordering the
Then
Nurtec?
I can't order the Nurtec if I'm having.
But, okay, so when the when the Nurtec was ordered the 4 times, and you paid the copay on it,
No, I never paid the copay.
so nobody paid the copay, but she didn't get it. If it was ordered 4 times and she didn't get it, where did it go to 4 times?
We never ordered it. It's just finances coming into the pharmacy and also benefiting her. It was never ordered.
No, it just doesn't sound logical to me. I'm sorry, Nicole. I mean,
So
if
whenever the doctor sends in a prescription, if Krista doesn't take it, then There's that.
All right, yeah, here we'll do it like this.
And the copay was supposed to be
Okay.
zeroed out
Here,
then.
okay. So these are the four medications. This $30 one right here was the Nurtec.
And everything was supposed to be zero. They were all marked out on the thing and right then.
Right, and they were supposed to cost nothing.
Nothing.
That's what the pharmacist started asking me. You really weren't supposed to pay anything, why did you even pay the $8? I said, I don't know. But, so this was never filled.
No.
Right, okay.
It was never filled.
Because it was-
Have been free.
Oh, well, I mean,
And they will continue to be free because, you know,
I
they
mean,
were gonna
we're
be
not
free
even
no
saying,
matter if
well,
she
we're
had
not
the
saying
nurse
that,
there.
man.
Like, I honestly thought, like, I was doing a favor
Well-
because you had financial issues.
But the,
And Tanya is fully aware of it. Like, I had to get Tanya's permission. I was talking to you and I'm like, look, I gotta ask Tanya,
but how did the insurance company pay out?
They'll pay out for it, even if it's not expensed.
So, but the pharmacy don't get no money from that.
Yes.
Then how is it, that doesn't seem, it has to pay out more than the $8 copay that you're covering.
No.
And so,
The $30 copay in all her prescriptions, like, she's never had to pay for anything. because
right,
of that purpose.
and I understand that. But if the pharmacy is making money off of selling the Nurtec and they're not selling it, somebody's caking.
It goes
more
to
than-
business.
Right. Then your boss is wrong. And your
Why?
boss is wrong. Well, because if he's making money for not doing something, that's wrong.
Okay, everybody makes money for not doing something. Drug dealers make money for not doing something.
Yeah, you're right.
I mean,
The choices I make in my life, I make my own decisions. You're exactly right. That's the reason why we suffer the way we do, because I make poor decisions. I do. But
everybody makes
but I don't make money off of nothing. Neither does she. Everything we
I make money
do.
off nothing every day.
Well, and I'm sorry, but
Stocks.
somebody,
Stocks. I
I-
don't put money in the stocks, but
then
I
you're-
get it in return.
how much? So it just doesn't. Doesn't seem worth $8. I think
$8.
yeah, that's what my wife's copay
Her
was.
medicine cost her on a monthly. If you put everything together, her medicines cost her anywhere from $50 to $60 a month.
Right.
If she gets everything all in one month.
Okay. And I'm trying to figure out how filling the Nurtec prescription pays for that.
What do you mean?
You can't excuse.
The medicine itself costs about $300.
Right. So
That's what covers it.
right.
We don't make a stupid $1,000, $5,000.
No, I'm not saying that, man. I'm not saying that.
It was just to help her out. It wasn't to
Okay.
any other purpose than that. I
Okay.
mean, you guys were having a hard time at the moment. You know, you were struggling when we took your pictures. You were talking, you were struggling, you know, getting this or getting that, whatever. You know what I'm saying? It was to help you out. It wasn't ever anything to just say like, oh, I'm gonna fuck Krista over.
Well, we-
No, it was never anything.
We don't.
like that.
It wasn't. We didn't feel like it because man, her insurance company, man, is look. You may not understand that.
Understand what?
That I went to prison for 9 to 11 and a half years for telling a simple lie like this. And I understand that. And I understand that. But in the state of Mississippi, I'm already a habitual. And man, you know, whenever, and man, and it just seemed like there was something going on, man, that we weren't aware
Did
of.
you have to go back into my job?
We tried.
cursing and screaming
Hey, look,
and
no, I
telling-
wasn't.
Hold up.
No, I wasn't cussing and screaming, I swear I wasn't.
My prescriptions, because they didn't have the Cymbalta in the bag. So I went back and I said to those two women there,
Was
I
Chris
want
crazy?
to apologize if my husband
And I
got
wasn't,
loud or
man.
was yelling or anything here, and they both said, no, he did not. And you can go look at your video on that. Because I know how he acts a fool.
And I promise you I
And they
didn't,
both
man.
said, no, he did not.
And I was a little upset because, hey, look, man,
But they didn't tell me that you were cursing and screaming at him.
I
asked
wasn't.
them that,
I
and
wasn't.
apologized
I
to
wasn't.
you.
I wasn't.
They said that you
I
didn't
promise
act
you I
like
wasn't.
that.
I
Both
promise
of them
you.
said that.
I promise you I didn't.
The chick that, the pharmacist that's in there, she doesn't work here.
Yes,
And
ma'am.
Bethany only works Saturdays. So none of them have any idea what goes on. Period.
Right, but
At all.
I understand what you're saying, man, but what you're saying still,
Okay, it doesn't make sense to you, but it makes sense to me because I deal with pharmacy every day.
Right.
It's like, if you don't understand it, it's really hard to explain. It's
I
really
understand.
hard to understand the concept of it.
I understand. So,
And I mean,
hey, look,
that's-
I feel you were trying to help my wife out.
Yeah.
So-
I mean, and that's all it was. It
so
was never anything to get
The
over
boss,
you.
the boss makes $300, and he out of that $300, he takes care of her $60 worth of copays a
Or
month.
whatever. I mean, if she gets another medicine or something that she has like something that's outrageously stupid because maybe she had to go to the hospital.
But
Whatever.
I've paid y'all for prescriptions.
Several times.
Because I can go back and look through
No,
my
that was before
records.
you got there.
No.
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 You shouldn't.
Yeah, I'm
No,
telling you,
I've
man.
paid for
And
prescriptions.
several
Well, that's
times.
Probably because
Several
I
times.
didn't
And
do
I'm
that.
telling you, I went back and because when he told me that, I started freaking the fuck out on Saturday. And I pulled up my information about all my prescriptions. And I'm telling you, it was 6 times. I have to print out.
No, there's not.
It goes all the way back to February. It's February, March, and then it skipped a couple months. Then it was like June, July, August, then October. Yeah. It was filled every one of those times from Lyman Pharmacy for $30.
Well, I'll have to look. And
I mean, I could show it to
Hey,
you.
look. Hey, look. So whenever you get to doing the math,
Talking to Mike today,
when you get to doing the math,
4 times.
whenever you get to doing the math, I don't feel like the math work. And I understand it's a favor and everything, but Jesus Christ, I really, man, that
That's a
just,
hell of a deal he's making.
yeah, he's a hell of a deal. He makes $250.
Well, I mean, I can reverse
50.
them. I can reverse them. I can go back and reverse them, and I can charge you for them, or I can just not. I mean, how do you?
Well, I mean, but we didn't get them. We didn't get
And I'm talking about your other.
all the medications.
Yeah.
Right,
Like I can
yeah.
charge them, or what? Like I don't
Yeah,
know
sure.
how you want to do it.
Sure.
But when I get to work tomorrow, I will reverse everything.
No, you ain't got to.
Yeah, no, I am because you've been called the insurance company.
So it was February 25th it was billed. It was billed March 22nd. It was billed August 20th. Then it was billed June 30th, July 28th, and October 7th. And that's not 14.
Well, you said you were thinking about December.
I got one prescription, Nicole.
One.
One.
And I guarantee you, we can show how much money we
And that was
paid
in
you.
December. This was
Still
billed
paid.
in February. And then March.
Okay, so if you have copays, then I must have not seen it or didn't talk directly to me, somebody else filled it. Because,
But first of all, I wouldn't have even known to talk to you because I'm telling you, we did not have a conversation about you doing any of this. If you did it, I get it, you were trying to be nice, and thank you for that, but we did not have a conversation of any of
we
this.
did. I
mean-
remember standing at the end on my computer and having a conversation with you, and you were like, are you sure? And I was like, yeah, Krista, don't worry about it. The nurse had covers the cost of your medicine, it's fine.
No.
And I even had to call you back because
You've asked me a couple times if I need my Nurtec filled, and I've told you no.
and that's because if you needed it, then I would just give it to you. You said, no, I don't take it, it makes me sick.
It does make me sick, and that's why I keep it as an emergency, because when I have really nasty migraines, then I take it. But I mean, I still have the fucking sample box that the doctor gave me,
You told me that.
plus the full box.
The full box that you haven't taken.
Yep.
So, really, how do we go about this?
I don't know.
So, you talked to your insurance company, and what did they say?
We ain't talking to
I haven't talked
nobody.
to my insurance
We're not,
company.
hey look, man. That's the reason we tried to talk to you. That's the reason we just tried to handle this internally.
Right, I'm
We-
not
we-
asking
we-
why you
we-
didn't wanna talk to
we-
me
you know.
about it though, like.
I was told not to talk to you anymore, Nicole. Go
Right,
ask your
when-
husband.
when-
Please go
I-
ask Brent.
I'm wrong.
Please go ask your husband. Anytime.
But
Hold up,
she's
hold up.
not trying to get me beat up.
You're not gonna
Anytime,
get
listen
beat
to
up,
me,
Chris.
listen to
You're not gonna
me,
get beat
listen
up.
to me.
She's not trying to get me beat up.
Anytime somebody comes in our fucking yard, whether it's like somebody dropped off a truck for him or a car to be painted or anything, Brent is immediately in my fucking yard when I'm home to witness it, wanting to know what the fuck is going on, wanting to talk to the people, everything else. All our business, no offense, okay? Why? He has no purpose to be doing that. I've witnessed it. But when I get told that in front of some, because I'm like, oh, he's got to be exaggerating, whatever. But he said it in front of somebody else,
And they
okay? And they verified it. So I'm not going to bother you. If that comes from if my husband said that to you, like, I would respect it. So that's why I took you off of my Facebook, because I was respecting what your husband said. And he made me feel like absolute fucking shit about when you gave us a box of fucking food. He made me feel like a piece of goddamn dirt out in the fucking yard, okay?
Calm down, my love. Calm
No,
down, please.
no, that's how he made me fucking
Made
feel.
you feel
Don't make her,
bad.
don't
That's how I made
I
him
don't-
feel.
I don't-
She's entitled to her
I don't-
feelings.
I don't
Don't make
want-
her calm
but I
down.
don't want her to be mad.
But I do things out of the kindness of my heart. I don't do shit like that, Michael. I don't do shit like that.
But,
And it made me fucking feel horrible. I'm not used to being like this.
we're not mad with you or none of y'all, man. I'm telling you, man. Okay, calm down, man. I'm gonna feed y'all, man. Pump your brakes. I'm working on it.
I don't know. I'll call you tomorrow. I can't. I don't know. Like, I hold shit in all the fucking time. And people say nasty shit to me all the fucking time. That they act like they're my fucking friends when they're really not. And that fucking hurt me so much when he said that. Because I would never do that to you. I wouldn't do that to anybody. If somebody needs fucking help, I'm gonna fucking help that person. I don't expect it to come back. I would never do that to someone. I mean, it's fucking shitty, man. It's shitty. And yes, I don't want him fucking coming over here fucking threatening Chris to fucking fight Chris and like they're taking the fucking street. I don't need that happening. I don't need to be worried about him being in the fucking garage and Brett coming over fucking behind him one day when I'm at work. And he fought his fucking self. I don't need that, man. I don't need that fucking stress in my life, okay?
Hey, look, your husband scared the shit out of me the other day.
Well, I mean, Chris and I have always been at a great.
And I understand that,
So
but
I'm the only one that has.
yeah, but hey, look, and then man, hey Nicole, and then man, I'm telling you, and you're right. And then when he came over here the next couple of days, man, you can ask my wife, man. Hey, look, man, it just.
Like he just runs up on him.
He ran up on, hey look, stop. Hey look, he ran up on us the other night, fucking with us. In the goddamn
In the
dark,
dark,
goddamn
and cruising
it.
the coast.
It fucking cruising the coast, goddamn.
Wait, well, we seen y'all.
No, ma'am.
No, hold up,
No,
Nicole.
ma'am.
But when you're walking up on somebody coming out of the dark
Fast.
at Long Beach, he walked up on us fast.
When?
Fuck you, and hey look, man.
It got my fucking attention real fast.
Fucking A,
I'm
got
like,
my
who the fuck is
attention.
just coming at me like that?
Where were y'all at?
My wife actually said it to him.
Across from the Burger King.
My wife said it to Brent. What in the fuck did you just run up on me like that for? And Brent was like, what, you ain't never seen a black man walk up on you?
Like that's
That shit is not goddamn funny. He scared the goddamn wheels off me goddamn 2 weeks ago, Nicole. I'm talking about to the point, Nicole, that I was scared, man. I'm not gonna fight.
Every time that he went down to Cruising the Coast, we were with him.
I understand. Just the other night, man, he had some little white kid with him.
He was with a little boy.
Yeah, some little white kid with
That's
him.
my friend Judy's little boy.
Right,
I'm
and
telling you, he came.
out of
we were
nowhere.
sitting there in the chairs, like, you know, I'm on my phone, I'm looking around at cars, you know, we're bullshitting. And
All of
it's
a
dark
sudden.
out, and like somebody's coming directly at me. I'm like, what the fuck? I didn't know it was your husband.
Fuck my
Like,
wife.
what is the purpose of that? Why would
I'm
you do
here
that?
down to go and talk. Is that probably when we went to the talk county? His cousin was right by the hall.
Was that last night or the night before?
No, it was.
The other night,
The
it was,
first one.
Were you all sitting by the bathroom?
yes, we were sitting right by the
When I
bathroom.
by the bathroom, I wasn't talking.
Yeah.
He was talking to Santana, he went behind the car, like, I was back in the car. Okay, I don't know where he was, I don't know.
I love you.
When Anthony and Dana were there.
Okay,
One
yeah,
little boy, there was one little boy with her.
But like, you don't fucking do that to people, man. Like, even joking. Like, especially with the history those two fucking have had with fucking threatening them and whatever. Like, but Nicole.
I mean, I understand, but he's not gonna do it at all.
Hey look,
He's not gonna do it.
I've never, hey look, but I just want you to understand this. I've never in my life, ever, had any ill intentions towards you, her, or your husband at any time in my entire fucking life. Right. But man, but your husband has almost beat my ass over absolutely nothing. Over absolutely nothing that I had done.
And whatever,
A
that's
couple of
between
times.
you and him.
And I
That's what we
understand that, and
decided.
that's between me and your husband, I understand that. But the problem with that is that it translates over here. Because he's got me so fucking scared that while I'm at home, I'm scared to death. I'm telling my wife to go on the camera. I pushed the car out of the garage intentionally
So that I can check
so
on
that he
him during the
can,
day.
so that she can watch me during the day. I was that scared.
And that's fucked up in your own fucking yard to have to feel that way. I'm sorry, but that's fucked up.
I mean, I understand. I mean, I get it. I get it.
And I'm not telling you this so that you go home and get into a big fight with Brent and then that's gonna trigger him even more to come over here and fuck with him when we're at work. Like, I just,
I try to make peace with the dude.